Hi, dear friends. Welcome to Sen Audio Books, a channel that shares knowledge for comprehensive self-development through great books. On October 6th, French author Annie Ernaux, 82, was awarded the 2022 Nobel Prize in Literature. She was honored for her courage and clinical acuity in uncovering the origins, estrangements, and constraints within human memory. Her masterpiece The Years has been widely received by the public and has had a profound impact on millions of readers. This is a unique autobiography that recounts her life not through the pronoun I but through we or she. She borrows from collective memory and personal recollections, combined with a sociological perspective, to truthfully narrate the journey of a woman from childhood to old age. These years resemble an album with old photos where, each time we look at them, we can clearly see the mistakes, disappointments, and sufferings at different stages of life. Reading this book, you will follow the author through a life journey filled with both thorns and flowers, helping you understand how to live your life and what decisions to make at different stages. Now, let's listen to a share from Sen Audio Books titled 3 Decisions That Change a Life through the autobiography The Years by Annie Ernaux. When she was young, Annie was born in a small town in Normandy, France. Her life was impoverished from childhood, living in run-down houses with rotting furniture. Due to the harsh living conditions, children in the area continuously died from starvation and infectious diseases annually. Her father worked on a farm and later as a factory worker, while her mother dropped out of school early, got married, and sold odds and ends. Financial constraints and hardships could have worn away the love and warmth parents should have for their children. In Annie's memories, her father was an alcoholic and very violent, and her mother was extremely strict. Those living at the bottom of society could not change their current circumstances on their own, so they placed all their hopes for a better future on their children. During her growing up years, society was very conservative. A girl, no matter how beautiful, educated, or intelligent, was not valued as much as maintaining her chastity. Under this value system, Annie's mother became the strictest supervisor of her daughter. When it came to marriage, girls were not allowed to watch movies or eat anything related to love, nor wear short skirts or flashy clothes. As a teenager, Annie never went out alone, nor did she attend any social gatherings. When Annie turned 18, she had the opportunity to study and work part-time at a summer camp. She felt she was finally free. At this time, she was at a missionary school, tall, plainly dressed, seemingly a diligent and hard-working girl, but in her heart, she had many desires. She often envied her wealthy classmates, longing to dress fashionably like them to gain attention and affection. One day, at her first dance party, Annie deliberately removed her thick glasses and let her hair down to look more attractive. A man named H, the health counselor, invited Annie to dance and took advantage of a moment when the lights went out to steal a kiss from her. Annie had noticed H before and was surprised he initiated with her. This was a completely new experience for Annie, and she thought she was about to have a wonderful romance. However, H was a player and only intended to toy with her. The next day, Annie discovered H with another beautiful girl. Devastated, Annie ran from H's room, only to be caught by her campmates, who witnessed the scene and immediately mocked her. Her humiliating failure was ridiculed, and Annie was deeply hurt, losing her faith in love. From then on, she started engaging in wild parties, living rebelliously and recklessly. Annie also began neglecting her studies and part-time job. The summer camp rejected her job application. More heartbreakingly, her recklessness led to an unintended pregnancy. Annie had to face this difficult decision amidst fear and loneliness. In her desperation, she read The Second Sex and awakened. Annie realized her relationship with H was not equal and that he saw her as a tool. She decided to become an independent person, breaking free from her ignorant life. Annie mustered the courage to secretly have an abortion, wore her simple clothes again, and immerse herself in books. Finally, through diligent study, she passed the university entrance exam. When she entered university, she felt happier than ever. She read extensively, studied literature, practiced writing, paid attention to social issues, participated in various activities, and earned the highest scholarship. After graduating, Annie became a teacher, securing a decent job and living independently in a big city, completely escaping the nightmare of her previous slum life. Through hard work and education, she stepped out of the bottom of society. Through reading many books, she opened a new world for herself and found her own path. Annie proved to us that education is not only a way out of poverty but also the most powerful tool that allows a person to rely on their strength to shape their future. For many ordinary people, especially children in difficult conditions, education and reading books are the fastest ways to change destiny. I, too, am someone who now feels deeply grateful every day to my mother for her efforts to send me to school despite our difficult circumstances. That opportunity allowed me to attend school and become friends with books, and these books have completely changed my destiny. They broadened my horizons, allowing me to reach for the stars even when stuck in the mud, dispelling biases, overcoming mediocrity, embracing both sorrow and joy, accepting imperfections, and embracing everything. As a writer once said, books are the most patient and pleasant companions, they will never abandon you. There are many difficult thresholds in life, and thanks to books, I was able to easily overcome them. Books nurture and enrich anyone's inner self, helping us accumulate and change little by little to become a better version of ourselves. Yesterday, where footsteps couldn't measure, the words in books could. If we do not read and continuously enrich our inner selves, even if we travel thousands of miles, we would only be like a postman. I have a cousin in the countryside who once texted me, asking what she should choose now. Her father said girls shouldn't study too much, finishing high school is enough, then get a job to help the family and get married. I asked her, so what do you think? She said, I don't know, but if I continue studying, where would I get the money? Hearing that, I sent her a video sharing the stories of successful people despite coming from poor rural areas. I told her, your conditions may not be good, but the future is in your hands. If you don't want to live like this forever, only education can change your destiny. Read many books and seek scholarships. There are many ways to be self-reliant without depending on anyone. Annie's story is the same. Without the opportunity to study, she wouldn't have escaped poverty and had a better life. So, remember, it's never too late to learn and develop yourself. Life is a continuous journey, and each decision we make affects our future path. Live fully, continuously learn, and remain steadfast in your goals. Life will always have difficulties, but those challenges will be valuable lessons that help us grow and achieve greater things. I hope through Annie Ernaux's story, you will find the motivation to continue striving and developing yourself. Wish you a wonderful day and see you in the next books on Sen Audio Books. Goodbye and see you again.